This is Style Club Radio with Josh DeMarco, Steve LaSanchez, and Michelle Miller.
All right, everybody, we're back, and we want to remind you that you should check us out on @Style Club Radio on both Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We're going to have some pretty epic segments exclusively for IGTV with Robbie Nelson.
So like we said, we're in the studio with Robbie Nelson, and like I said before break, Robbie is an award-winning makeup artist that's been in the industry for over 20 years, and Robbie,
Robbie's signaling more than 20.
For over 25 years.
35 years.
For 35 years.
Wow.
Being nice. And Robbie, in my career myself, I'm more about like what you see right now, but not so much trends. I kind of agree with you what you said. Trends come and go. People always ask, what are trends? You built a career on just natural beauty and simplifying and finding someone. And I feel like that's in the world that we live in with how crazy everyone is and how everyone wants to be seen. It's almost like your approach has kind of been like, just be natural, be real, and that's got
and
you.
Focus on your best points. Don't try to look like Kim K, because it's not going to happen.
It's not you. Okay. And it's funny you say that, because people always bring pictures in, and then I put my thumb over their face, and I'm like, do you still like the hair?
Right.
Or do you just like her with the hair?
Right. And her retouching.
Yes.
It only takes your thumb over her face.
And there's work.
There's a lot of work.
Yeah, needs somebody touching. But Robbie, I want to know more about Demi Cosmetic, because you went from this very amazing makeup artist, but you still do makeup.
Right.
But tell me more about what you're doing now, and so our listeners,
how I got there.
And how you got there. Yeah.
I was a customer.
Really?
I was a customer, and I never liked having a facial. Never liked it. I went there once with a gift card, and it blew me away, and I was addicted. And then a few years ago, I said to myself, I could do this, because I loved it so much. Mm-hmm. So I had medical training, and here we are. And I'm very successful there, and I love it.
So on a day-to-day basis, what are you primarily doing?
I'm doing everything. I'm doing a clinical facial. I do microneedling, which is an amazing new thing we do with radio frequency. I do laser treatments, a little hair removal.
Everybody's always got a little unwanted hair somewhere.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
So let me ask you, between like I guess what do you call it? A non-clinical facialist or to a clinical like what's the difference?
Well, the traditional facial we call it fluffy, and it feels really good. Mm-hmm. But what we do, we are literally wounding your skin. We're controlled wounding your skin, pushing you as far as we think we can push it, so you're healing beautifully.
Nice. Yeah. And by the way, listeners, you can't see him right now, but I'm staring at him, and he has no pores.
He's been spackled.
Right. I'm a little jealous, because I'm like, don't look at my nose.
So when you say that you're pushing the skin, you're really talking about creating an environment for your body to kind of load in collagen and kind of do internal healing.
The controlled wounding. It really is an amazing thing, because your body is literally saying, help, send up collagen. Yeah. And it really works. It's quite amazing.
Collagen makes you look younger.
Yeah.
That's the secret. So the fountain of youth is collagen.
Well, this fountain of youth is Deme.
Oh, good answer.
New hashtag.
Literally.
Right. Oh my gosh, we should make t-shirts.
What are some of like the most epic results that you've found? Like, do you treat like deep acne scarring?
I do. I really I'm not afraid of acne. I approach it, and again, microneedling, pixel laser, amazing things. I've had some amazing results.
What is a pixel laser?
A pixel laser is very similar to the microneedling, but it's done with a laser. So you're doing like 49 like pierces with the laser every time you pulse it. So it's wounding you to the dermal level, which is causing, again, collagen to be built up. You're healing around those wounds. So instead of the old-fashioned, a chemical peel where they'd burn your whole face off and you'd be 6 weeks recovery, you have 2 to 3 days of downtime, redness, and the collagen rebuilds, and it's an amazing process.
Wow.
What are, for the listeners, that we have all walks of life, what are some of the, maybe the top 2 or 3 things that men usually get, and for women? Like, what do you recommend?
Well, I can tell you the top thing everybody should be doing is wearing sun protection. Because if you're not wearing sun protection, you're just wasting your time coming to Deme or any place like it.
Like SPF on your face, is that what you mean?
On your face, and anything that's exposed to the sun. If you can see your hand outside, you need sun protection on.
But not even a little bit?
You know, the UVA rays can come through this glass.
Not this glass.
Oh my God, that's way
And they're aging your skin. It's
Oh my
true.
gosh, Josh DeMarco works in a really big,
in a
giant window all day long. No wonder you look older since Dapper opened.
Michelle, you know what? Side note.
You need
Be
Robbie.
sending over some sunblock tomorrow.
Get these windows tinted tomorrow and send me to Deme Cosmetic.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
seriously.
So, Steve, I know Steve is dying to talk about
I
the
know.
Met Ball, but we want to talk to Robbie, so let's get Robbie. Go ahead.
Well, I would just love to know your perspective and if you had any favorites. And let's talk about makeup first.
Surely.
And then we can throw in some outfits.
Well, I have to be honest and say I didn't watch the Met Ball. I was at a Bjork concert last night.
Amazing.
Way
How was
better
her
than the Met
makeup?
Ball.
Her makeup was really amazing, and her makeup is done by a drag queen called Hungry. You have to look this guy up on Instagram. Am I hungry? Or no, is she hungry?
Is she hungry? What a great handle.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
And she was dressed by Balmain, which was pretty
amazing.
incredible.
Wow.
And Iris Van Herpen.
Oh,
Pretty
very cool.
incredible. Pretty incredible.
Amazing.
Bjork.
Okay, so did you see any little clips or photos?
I
or
did
anything?
see. I
Okay.
said I thought Bette Midler and her daughter were amazing. They really captured the kitsch. That was my issue with what I saw. I didn't feel like they really understood what the
theme was
The theme
camp.
was-
Camp, right?
Yeah.
Which was camp. Which is,
yeah, and it was a little.
yeah.
I don't think they really got it. Like Kim K wasn't camp. She was amazing.
Yeah, but she
Right.
just
Looked
camp.
beautiful.
She was just wet.
Yeah.
I had a text message thread earlier today where a friend of mine was like, oh, we should go to, we have an event at the Met here in Philly, not the cool
Sure.
one in New York. And he goes, we should go camp, right? And he literally meant the Met Ball. And my friend replied with a Smokey the Bear. And he was like, I got it, camp. We're like, no, not the same camp.
Yeah, just so
Oh
everyone
my
listening, I'm just as lost as you. All day at work, people are talking about camp. I was talking about Camp America where I grew up. This is like, I think I'm pretty like into the now and I know what's going on. I didn't even know what this camp was. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about Met Ball.
I mean,
like,
camp is just being campy. It's being
Campy.
over the top. It's being like something.
isn't
a little
every
bit,
Met Ball over the top?
Well, it's slightly humorous. I think that's
right,
what's a
it's-
little bit different
Yeah.
about it. There's
I mean,
a
and
bit of
really,
humor.
truly, I think camp comes from like the whole like drag community because it's such a
Surely.
big deal right now. It's like like it's camp. It's
She's
like
a campy
it's huge.
queen.
It's, everything's exaggerated. Your hips are exaggerated. Your chest is exaggerated.
Gotcha.
Your lashes are exaggerated. Your hair, because you're a man being in drag, so everything's got to look bigger. So your shoulders and your body doesn't look big.
Got you.
Yeah.
So it's like that was kind of like my take on it, and I felt like some people did it really well, and then others were a little,
Yeah.
But I have to say my favorite was Celine Dion, and I never thought I would say that. I never thought I would say that. And what I loved is there was a lot of reference of Cher, like all these cutouts, and all this was incredible. Incredible.
All right, so the Met Ball was incredible. If you need to see more, you can actually, after the show, we're going to give you Steve Le's personal phone number. You can send you pictures. And, Robbie, speaking of camp, no, Steve Le's toenails are very campy.
I dressed in the theme. I mean, look at my jacket. It's camp. Everything's camp.
Is Robbie staying or are we swapping out? What's going
We're
on?
swapping out.
So, Robbie,
You're
give
going to
it
meet
to
the
us.
most amazing Miss Cheryl George.
yes,
Ooh.
that's who's next.
That's who's next.
I know it is, but Robbie, tell us, give us something. You got 30 seconds. Why should people come to Deme to see you?
To be the best they can be. To look their best, feel their best.
Isn't that my motto?
You got it.
If you look good, you feel good, you do good.
That's
So get your
right.
butt over there, Josh.
Get your butt. Oh, I will be there. What is
Me
the?
too.
Well, we'll give you a plug at the end with the address. But can people follow you on social media? Are you on Instagram?
It's Deme Philly.
Demi Cosmetic.
DemeCosmetic is .com is the
.com.
website.
I meant
and
you, Robbie.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Just follow me at Deme, please.
Deme. All right, Robbie.
It's DEMEPHL.
Yep.
And I'm Robbie World on Instagram.
Robbie World. There it is. Robbie, it's great to see you.
Thanks, Josh.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
our success,
Thank you.
and I will be there tomorrow.
Excellent.
Yes.
He doesn't
Bye.
want any pores. Okay, no more
Yes.
pores for
Same.
him.